There we go. Hey, what's up? Okay. I'm gonna do some patch up work real quick and then go to the black color. Hopefully be able to finish this guy's up. Next time dilute a little bit. Okay. A lot of patching. Always patching. Actually looks pretty good. I don't know if anyone else had to patch up, but let's just give it a quick look. There is one now that I remember. It's gonna be a hard paint. Now this orange is making that blue pop. There we go. I may have to paint another squad the reverse of this, because it looks pretty good. Alright, now we switch to black. Actually, yes, we switch to black. Oops. Hmm. Hmm. Well, I don't know how to be too creative with guns, so it's just gonna have to be basic. Alright. Hmm. Good enough. I think that's good enough. She doesn't have any, well, really anything to be painted black on her. No bags, just a gun. Okay, yeah, she doesn't have any, well, I'm in her backpack there, but I already painted that. I'm getting through this pretty quick. I need about 14 models of infantry. I already got the 2 of these, and I think I need 2 more tags, which I did buy some new models. I already printed out some, I think, and I need to... Hey, what's up, Panzer? I need to print out the tags that I bought, and the new models that I bought, too. Although I saw one of the models didn't quite print out all the way, so I have to clean the thing. Also, I got to base coat the new models. Nah, I started late myself too, man. I actually, when I got home from work, I accidentally took a 2-hour nap, or in and out of a nap. Because I know I didn't want to go to sleep yet, a little too early. Definitely got some more patch-up work to do. Indeed, you start looking at spots, you see a whole bunch of either the black or white that you're supposed to have painted. And then with those touch-ups, sometimes you make a mistake and have to retouch up the touch-ups because you kind of went a little crazy. I get the shakes all the time. I don't have steady hands at all. I've learned to live with some mistakes. Otherwise, I'll never ever end. I'll never get through one model. Yeah, yeah, dude, that happens way too often with me, man. It's like, well, I was already done with that paint, so I guess I'm doing that tomorrow. Oh, by the way, the sad truth is that I can't make my can't make the tournament. It's happening at the end of this week on the Saturday, but the PTO that I put is denied because the person that they're training to replace the person that quit won't be ready in time. So I mean, they never really denied my PTO except for now, so it's understandable why. But I guess it's more training for me until I play, and also because I would actually be off yesterday, Monday, and I'd be painting trying to get this guys ready. But now I don't have to be in a rush too much. Okay. So they already had the 40K tournament this past Saturday. I don't know who won. Today I've decided to have a paint-free day instead of I'll be fluffing about with the photo etch metal. Photo etch metal. What is that? Like when you etch into the metals, like maybe a laser etcher or something. Okay. Looking good. I wish that stupid little heart would go away, because I can't read what's right behind it. Hold on, let me see. Oh, brass. Okay, models in brass. Okay. Oh, do you like? Is it acid etching? It's detailed parts for models in brass, ideal for grills and straps. Straps. I have no idea what straps you're talking about. I need to get that model. I need to get this model removed from this base and get a new base on him. These are pre-made, but you can make your own photo etching. Yeah, but what are you using to etch it though? You know, like I know there's a lot of techniques. There's laser etching, acid etching. Is that the only two I know? I've always kind of wanted to get into like acrylic with laser carve out straps for tying things down or rifle slings. Or am I reading that wrong? Etching. That is etching, right? Brass etching. Yeah. Hold on. Am I reading that wrong? Etching. Oh yeah, and also like I guess you can kind of like paint glass and then kind of scrape off the paint. I think that's etching. etching. Yeah. Okay, I was right. But like, the like for painting, I'll be using a paint brush to paint as opposed to a spray paint. Like, what's the item you use to etch? I guess that's the right word. Hmm. Just use photoactive acids to eat. Ah, there you go. Yeah, so acid etching, huh? Oh, God. Oh, repositioning. Oh, that's pretty cool. Like, when I watch you guys stream that one day, there was, what is it? I still want to do it so bad. It's when they have those beads and they put them in little spots. I want to do that so bad, but I want to get like a photo that's like either Metroid, Link, Zelda. I don't know about Mario, but you know, like a really nice photo. And the ones we have, I guess you iron it to kind of settle it in. Or is this unopened? It is. Oof. Diamond. Yeah. I think this look really cool. I remember watching, I think it's Jazzer do it, and that made me really want to do one at the very least. Because I think it looks really cool. It's like pixelated too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like pixelated art on top of it being a nice looking art. Oh. See how this will work out. You might be able to pick them. Yeah, we'll actually have hobby stores that's dedicated to anything hobby related to like art. Michael's is a store like that, which is where I bought my stuff. They have etchings, they have wood carvings, they have clay, they have photo frames. I don't know if they have something like that over there. I'm assuming you're in Europe, or one of the biggest hobby. Yes, exactly. Yeah, we have Hobby Lobby and Michaels, but right now Michaels has a 40% off coupon that I have until the 18th. But I'm trying to figure out what I need to buy. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I need to buy. I don't need to buy anything, but I want to. They get me with the coupons, man. They get me with the coupons. Ooh, this is a bit dark. I wonder if it still work. I'm gonna grab a test model. Let's get a little bit more diluted. Do y'all have like hobby stores like that big over where you live? It's a little red there. That's not. This office too good of. Yeah, no kidding. I think it's because Amazon's having their like Prime Day sale, and I'm noticing like all the no, what do you call those big box stores for Best Buy, Lowe's, and Home Depot, like home stores. Like I look in there too for stuff, and a lot of them are having sales. Ooh, man, that's a lot of red that got stuck there. I'm thinking about like I have so much paint. It's not. I don't need to be buying more paint. I was thinking about like finding out what colors I have with these and buying ones I don't have. And this is not. These are the basic version, like they're level ones according to them, or is it according to Michaels? Anyways, level 1. This is like level 3 means profession. This is professional. This is for like children. But this paint is so good. It's so much more. Like this blue one for 118 milliliters is like $6. This for 59 milliliters is like $13. There's a retail chain called Hobby Zone. Ooh. But most hobby shops are small and tend to specialize maybe 1 or 2 types of products. Oh yeah, I watch a lot of reaction videos, and well, James, I hope you participate in this conversation too, you know. And I notice a lot of people that are from Europe, or at least the UK. Let me put it that way. A lot of them are from the UK, and they tend to be so stunned about like the options that American has. It's like, gosh darn, we are spoiled for choice, and I get it, you know. Let's paint this guy all orange. So yeah, I'm sure you could look up like I don't know if Hobby Lobby or Michaels is on the web. I'm sure it is, but if you're a hobbyist, you can go there for almost everything that's related to hobby. If it's hobby related, it's probably there, honestly. So models, you have like I'm sorry, I can't remember who was assembling a like a World War One or World War II tank. They have those two there. They have old planes. They have cars, modern cars, like modeling kits. They have a whole bunch of different paints, like almost, well, not every brand of paint. That's a lot. They have a lot of the, I guess, the mainstream paint. You guys are but imagining if you live in the boondocks for a travel time from a major city. Well, put it this way. Actually, well, I guess what you consider major city is a little bit different. I don't live near a major city. Actually, I am kind of close to a major city. It's about an hour and 20 minutes away. But I get what you're saying, though. Like, I'm glad that at least over here, you don't have to be necessarily in a major city to get, you know, like good stores and stuff. Oops. So, like I said, I'm terrible memory. Are you? Can't remember who's the one from Scotland. Is that you? I can't remember. I don't remember who's from where anymore. Let's see. Ooh. Let's see how that dries. Maybe even just a slight difference of color might be okay. Looks like a... A lot of retailers are struggling with the likes of Amazon and other... I mean, yeah, it's kind of the same also in the US too. I mean... I will say like Walmart though doesn't quite struggle because a lot of people still need their foods kind of locally, even unless an Amazon opens up close by, they can get like a 24-hour delivery. But yeah, you're not wrong there. But I will say this though, like even like Amazon doesn't always have the best prices for stuff. Yeah. Myself are all from Scotland, though I'm the only genuine. What does that mean? You're the only genuine Scotsman. Hopefully I'm not too loud screaming into the mic. I just want to make sure I'm heard. I listen to the mic in this thing. It's kind of like iffy. It's pretty good in terms of noise canceling, so I'm kind of silent. So I have to kind of speak up above the like the ambient noise. So hopefully I'm not screaming in your ears too bad. Where'd the guy go? Ah. In the UK, Amazon's becoming more like a collection. Oh, what do you mean by collection of traders? Like a lot of people starting up their business and selling on Amazon? Carl is originally from Wales. Let's go. I mean, it gives the good thing about that's the fact that it does give people who doesn't have a lot of money to start up their business with very little, cash. But at the same time, there is a trade-off with that, with like what you're saying with the, local businesses struggling to compete with it. Excuse me. So it's like it's a give and take kind of deal. Let's see what this looks like. This is a little bit more orange. Hopefully it'll be a little better than that. That doesn't it? I definitely need I need an undercoat under this orange because that you can see the white. It's not like. See, I can hold that. There we go. It's like that blue looks really good. Oop, how do I turn this one? Maybe this way. There we go. That blue looks really good, but the orange, even though it's maybe needs to dry a little bit more, doesn't quite look as good as the blue, I don't think. Maybe. Let's try this new orange. Maybe this new orange might be a little bit better. It's definitely more orange. It does look better. If this works, I'm painting a whole new set of models orange. I just don't know if that red did anything that I added to it. But I have to make this thing dry up before my paint dries up. Okay. Let's see. I make my money locally and I like to spend it locally, but apart from the food choice. So when you say the shops are poor, I'm assuming you mean poor of choices, right? Because you are talking about choices. I make my money locally and I like to spend it locally, but apart from food, the shops are poor. I'm assuming in terms of choices of shops and choices of options in those shops, right? Excuse me. Should I do this model? Can't really see that. That didn't turn out too bad, honestly. Look at that. Look at that. paint that, and then it just, oh, it's not retracting anymore. Okay, cool. Why does it retract? Do y'all use miles or kilometers over there? And I'm kind of curious as to like what the, again, like I said, I watch reaction videos, and some people are kind of astounded of how big the United States is, and like what you guys consider traveling. It's like okay, miles. Is it the U.S. miles, or is it like a different kind of miles? Like are generally amazed at like how far U.S. citizens travel. Because trying to think how far the closest big major city is. How long? Man, I don't like how that paint's like scooting away like that. I think it's a bad spray paint. Okay. I'm up here, I guess. So for me, I don't know if there is a difference or not. So there is a bit of a difference. Well, at least from what I searched up here, it says divergence. Wait, the UK mile is technically a statute mile, and the US mile is technically known as a survey mile. But it's essentially the same, though. So for me, like the closest town, I believe it's about the closest town, major city, is 66 miles away, and it's about an hour away. So I don't know if that's like very far to you guys or like really close, but from my my binging of YouTube, that would probably be kind of far. Oh, my nearest largest town population is 333,000. It's 80 miles away. Woo! How long does it take you to get there? 80 miles. That's another thing. I guess I noticed. Maybe I don't know if y'all have like. It's weird to say standard size cars or like the smaller cars. For like city travel and stuff. Well, I'm sure you're probably familiar with the fact that U.S. kind of has like massive cars, and they're really meant for traveling. Well, for the most part, but to use them around town. 87 miles from my door to. Oh, this is 7 minutes. Huh. Not too bad. Let's see, mine is about the same too. 66 miles in about an hour. That might be actually an hour and 15 minutes, so it's a little bit longer, perhaps. It's about 43 miles to the gallon. Not too shabby. Mine, I end up getting a kind of a new vehicle. In terms of highway, it's reported supposedly 40, either 44 or 41 per gallon. Yeah, okay, you do gallons too. Okay, cool. But I'll say I cheat with my car because it's a plug-in hybrid, and I really thought about this because I filled my gas tank up January 15th of this year, and I haven't filled it up yet. And I love that. I love that fact. But I charge it up with my electricity, which is a lot cheaper than gas. On a good day, when I know the roads. Ooh, you're kind of like one of those guys, you know. It's like, who drives the speed limit? You know, you go 10 to 20 over. Actually, I don't know how bad policing is over here in terms of. Ooh, that looked pretty good actually. So there are two different kinds of colors there. The bottom one's a little bit darker, but it looks the same on camera. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. Add another 2 drops. Yeah, I don't know how bad policing is over here on our interstates. I don't travel the interstate too often. Although I will say I absolutely love using it because you go 70, 75, 80 miles per hour on it, and there's no red lights or stop signs, and the only intersections you have are generally going to be like the people coming onto the interstate or leaving it. Other than that, it's a straight road. You get to your places where you need to go faster. But sometimes there's not a lot of, obviously there's not a lot of interstates, but you know, because they're kind of just straight shots. So let's try this orange now that I got it mixed. It looks pretty good. Now, this is looking pretty good. I will say that. I'm generally very good at keeping to the speed limit. It doesn't look good when you have to interact at work with the officers who wrote you. Oh! That's kind of funny. How's it going, Panzer? You know, had to pull you over for speeding. Glad you made it to work, though. This was the first time, but I learned well. Oh my gosh. Was it a bit embarrassing to run into that guy at work? Could only imagine if it was like your first day or something, you know? So it was, especially when. Where was this? Whoa! What does that mean? You didn't go to prison, did you? Actually, where was this dispatcher for the youth? Oh. Hmm. Yeah, I remember you telling me it was like almost equivalent to the 911. I remember that. I just don't remember who it was, so I guess it's you. Like I said, I have terrible memory. Okay. By the way, you live nearby any castles? I don't know. I've always kind of been curious about like going and seeing a castle. I thought they were pretty fascinating. There's a castle near Domefires. Whew. Man, is there any like legitimate castles left over? I'm sure there is. I just don't know where. This guy, this guy. Substitution. Yeah, I've always kind of wanted to go and just visit and look at some castles, you know, because they are pretty cool. I've always been interested in like the medieval fantasy and the medieval ages and the King Arthur lore. Okay. Oops. I guess the ones that survive are still functioning buildings, I suppose, huh? What are the... I guess they're kind of just... Are they privately owned, or are they, I guess, owned by the government? Yeah, I'd probably go visit a ruined castle, and well, of course, a good one. Probably never will ever happen, but you know, it's nice to think about that maybe one day. Hmm. This lady is going to be the complete opposite. Was it a defense breach after the conclusion? Huh. Oh no. crap, I didn't realize that model is screwed up. This goes to go to the trash. This does too. Oops. Have you visited any of these places? Like, I don't know how often, I guess people visit, like, landmarks and stuff. Like, I would like to go see the Statue of Liberty. I'd hope to see it in person whenever I flew back into the country one day, or a couple of times, actually. I've been caught asking... tourist has been caught... Many tourists have been caught out asking about these castles. What do you mean by that? Caught asking about the castles? Can't talk about it or something? I visited and worked at... Dang. What did you think about those places? What did you think about those castles? Worth seeing, or, you know, overblown? I guess let me continue my story too. Like I was saying, like I would love to go see the Statue of Liberty. I'd like to go see the Grand Canyon. I'd like to go see what do you call it? Mount Rushmore. I definitely would love to go see like the statue of Abe Lincoln. I don't remember where that's at. Washington, D.C., I guess. One was work. Yeah, and along with the, I think the Washington Monument and all of that. Hey, Sprue. Huh. I didn't either. Thought the Washington Monument was DC's version of Nelson. I'm not familiar with Nelson's column. It's the first I've heard of that. When you said that, I was thinking of Nelson Mandela. Yeah, it did, but I got what you're saying. uh, I gotta look that up. I have not heard of that before. It doesn't look too bad with this orange. Hmm. Although I can't believe this model don't know if you can see it. You can right there. You can see it perfectly. That back end right there is not right. So yeah, you can really see that that's kind of like flat there, and that one's built out. Dang, I missed that. What's the place where the Confederate generals are carved into the side of? It's not. It's not the Confederate generals. It's the presidents of the United States. It's Mount Rushmore. I know Abe Lincoln's on there. I think George Washington. Is it Andrew Jackson and John Adams? Maybe. Let me see how well I know my history, even though I never studied it really. Let's see. Oh. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln. So I got the two wrong. I know George Washington and Abraham Lincoln, but Theodore, Thomas Jefferson. I I remember hearing something along those lines, but huh. Oh, there we go. Wow, when I type Confer, Stone Mountain, apparently, maybe. Is it Stone Mountain? Stone Mountain in Georgia. Oh yeah, there you go, Stone Mountain. You know, I watch a lot of people react to it's pretty flat. I watch a lot of people react to the American Civil War by Oversimplified. That dude has a really nice channel and oversimplifies his stuff, but it's really good. And you know, it's kind of crazy. I don't know who is actually. Yeah, Robert E. Lee. Yeah, Stonewall Jackson. Also, it's three people on there. Jefferson Davis, which is the president of the Confederate. Robert Lee, which is the general, and Stonewall Jackson, which is this, I guess, Robert E. Lee's right-hand man, I believe. Yeah. Oh, top two generals. Yeah. And Stonewall Jackson actually got shot by friendly fire whenever he's making his way back to the camp. The Confederate being shooken up, they shot him because they heard something. Robert E. Lee fought for the wrong side, man. If he fought for the North, man, I think the war would have been over so quickly. Man was a genius in the military. Military genius. Oh yeah, yeah. I was kind of curious about Robert E. Lee. I end up looking up a little bit about his history a little bit. I only did one research on him, and it's kind of interesting. He never really bought slaves. He only inherited it from his family. But outside of that, I don't think he ever really went home because he was in the I guess military academy. And after that, kind of went straight to Civil War. But he did obviously write letters to, I guess, what his estate to do whatever to do whatever with the slaves. But yeah, I was just kind of curious about all of that, like especially like how many people in the South actually had slaves, if any of the famous ones owned slaves and whatnot. Because that's kind of like a big thing in the United States, you know. Okay. Ooh, man, that feels rough. I'm gonna need blue. I want to finish up with these guys and then varnish them tomorrow. Blue, blue, blue. Get off. There we go. Oops, I missed that part. But yeah, I enjoy watching a lot of reaction videos on YouTube and see what people thought about a lot of things. I very much am interested in people's ideas and thoughts. I don't know if that's weird or not. Oops, I should be painting on camera, shouldn't I? Oh, I know what I can do with that. Oof. Oops. Some people are Yes, actually, I have. And that's the thing too. That's the reason why I was asking, like, how far is it and how long does it take? I know there's a lot of people who come to the United States. Again, like I said, I like watching React channels and stuff, and there are a lot of people who come from England. There's one from Australia, I believe. No, New Zealand. And there's a lot of famous, not famous, a lot of people. I, there's a lot of people that go to Walmart and are so surprised by it, but at the same time, you kind of have to. You kind of, I guess, people in the United States kind of have to understand that, I guess in other countries, they don't really have that big of a shopping center. So, it's not surprising to us when we're so used to Walmart, and then you have other places that Walmart is like a mall or something. But also, I enjoy watching people who, I guess, like Jolly is one. I'm sure you're probably familiar with their channel. They, hold on. So they go around trying out different foods and stuff, and I guess that one of them enjoys barbecue a lot. As a matter of fact, there was another channel called Mrs. H and Friends. They also enjoy barbecue. It's a pretty simple. No. Hold on. IKEA is where you need that. No. IKEA is Sweden, I believe. Do y'all have IKEAs over there? I don't know if you've ever been in one. IKEA, now that store you need a freaking map and compass. Walmart, not really. It's pretty straightforward and simple, actually. But IKEA is a freaking maze. That turned out pretty good. Very, very orange. But I've been to IKEA over in the United States. I've been to two different ones, and man, that's where you need a map and a compass, because it's designed in the way that you have to go through this maze to get out. There's not like there's not multiple ways to get out. I don't believe. You literally have to follow the path. Of course, Walmart, you can cut through all ways around the stores. You can go up the center, the left, right side, cut through the middle, zigzag. There's not a path you have to follow at all in Walmart. Whereas IKEA, there is one path and one way to follow it. Otherwise, you're either going to the beginning or to the end. But if you're not following that path, you're lost and you can't get out. Whereas Walmart, it's pretty straightforward. I'll say that. But it is big, and the one thing I love about it is that you can go over there, get your tire change, you can get an oil change, and you have your car kind of to do like a small inspection, like make sure your fluids are up and whatnot. And while your car's being changing your tire or having your oil change, you can go shopping. You can buy food, anything for your car, anything for the house, anything for outside, inside, bedding, beds, movies, TVs. It's like literally everything. Now, mind you, they have a lot of stuff, but it's generally stuff that are very... Never... The bill was like, yeah. The ways that I walking to and from. Yeah. 100%, man. I would love to go to IKEA just because, sometimes you just want to go walk around, just look around. But I will say, IKEAs over here are generally in densely populated areas. So like there's like heavy traffic. There's like it's a very, like I said, densely populated area, and I do not like it. Like a major city. I think that's where IKEAs are at in the United States, and I do not like that. I don't, because some people are crazy drivers, you know, and good lord, I remember going through Atlanta, Georgia, in the morning because I wanted to take my mom to go show her an IKEA. Oh, I guess they only make one size in the United States. That's the big one. The ones with the meatballs. But yeah, it was crazy driving through Atlanta, Georgia. That is, it's I hated it, but you know, worth going there at least once. But yeah, that's why I like going to Walmart, because there's, so generally speaking, in even smaller population areas, there's going to be a few Walmarts sometimes, and you don't have to go to the densely populated one. You can go to like one that's like barely anyone going to, and that is great. And one thing I love now is that in Walmart you can shop online like your groceries, and then you can drive over there, and they'll once you get there, you'll put your, say I'm in parking lot 3 or parking spot 3, and then they'll bring out the groceries for you, and you don't have to go inside. And I leave. I do that almost all the time. That's something really really cool. But I will say, yeah, so IKEA has meatballs, but is it because it's like densely populated? Is that the reason why you don't want to? No, you said I guess walking around. Me, I don't mind the walking around. It's the dense population and the massive traffic. Oh my gosh, and the crazy drivers. That's what prevents me from going to IKEA. The walking around for an hour or so, it's kind of fun, you know. I mean, I've only been to IKEA like 2 or 3 times. Maybe that's the reason why it's still fun. But I enjoy walking around Walmart too. Like, that's one thing I miss. It's like just going inside and looking what's on sale and just looking, you know, walking around and looking. So I guess I don't mind that too much. It's just that, again, the thing that I hate the most is traffic being overpopulated. No. Let's see. I guess I could do gunmetal real quick. Try to finish up these guys. So that I can varnish them for tomorrow. To use. I mean, I guess even like I hear people like say the United States is very friendly. Obviously, you don't want to necessarily say hi to everyone. Oh shoot, I need that gray back. But I'm guessing it's because you know them, right? The people you say hi to, or maybe it's just kind of like a small town type of friendliness, I suppose. Gotcha. I mean, I guess that is kind of the same thing. In the United States, you know, it's not too odd to say, you know, hi to random strangers. It is a bit, you know, they're not that friendly, I suppose, but. Okay. But yeah. Folks in cities tend to look down at the pavement and generally not. I mean, it's pretty true in the United States too. I think it's pretty normal. I tend to try not to talk to people either. But you know, I'll say hello if they say hi. I'll let them make the first move. But I guess like when you're waiting on something, like in a line or something, sometimes people will get to talking. You know, I remember actually. I don't know if you guys have like Black Friday over there, like Black Friday sales. Um, or I don't know if you're familiar with that or not, but I remember going to a Black Friday sale and getting in line, and then I was just hanging on about, and then all of a sudden the people just started talking, and like I joined their group. I was just there listening to them, and because I was there by myself. The other people didn't really want to go do a Black Friday shopping, and I did. There's a sale for a TV that I wanted, and ended up hang out with this group of people that were in line in front of me. I have no idea who they are, but they talked and I just listened. And I will say, once they opened the doors, the person asked me, he's like, hey, what you in here for? And, it's like, are you in here for the TV? I was like, yeah. They could, yeah, me too. And we all got in, and everyone was kind of going for that TV, honestly. But luckily enough, whenever I got there, they were all out. But the guy pulled one away and said, hey, I got this for you. Dude, that was super awesome. He pulled a TV to the side, because you're only supposed to get one. But he pulled that to the side just for me. That's so cool. I have no idea who this guy is. I don't even know his first name. ASD. Whoa. Well, that's all how you handle it, though. Obviously. Like, I like the way Walmart did it one day, where they just, I guess, kind of did. I mean, I guess you guys don't have Thanksgiving, so you could just literally be open that day. Or maybe you don't have 24-hour stores, never mind. Or have the Black Friday sale, like, start in the afternoon, but the store be open, earlier in the day, so people can get in and line up for it and not have the rush in, It's pretty crazy. I enjoy Black Friday, to be honest. It's really cool when you, again, I remember another time just hanging out and people are just talking, like, and you hear the stories of what people say. It's so freaking hilarious. You got everyone in the line laughing because of the crazy stories this person tells. It's genuinely really, really cool. Of course, there are horror stories to it too, though, for sure, for sure. Huh. I don't want to paint this guy's face. Maybe blue, maybe orange, not sure. I wore a cuff. Oh, okay. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. We even stopped eating tourists in my lifetime. Man, I didn't know you ate tourists. Man, I won't go to Scotland now that y'all eat tourists. I gotta make sure when I go there, I'm not a tourist. 24-hour shopping. I'm guessing we even stopped tourists from eating? Not sure what you mean by that phrase, though. Sony Bean. Oh man, I can't revive that color. Well, there it goes. Uh-oh. Jesus. Over 1,000 people in 25 years. Well, actually... Whoa, hold on, what? It says children 14, criminal penalty death. Other name Swanee. Victims 5,593. He had 14 children? Oh my gosh, that's his wife in the background holding some legs. I'm guessing she was okay with that. What the heck is that noise? That is kind of crazy. It's kind of like the Hills Have Eyes kind of story in America. Kind of curious about his story now, for sure. Whoa, man. I know about a little bit about Ted Bundy. I haven't really looked at the history of Ed. I don't know about those other guys, but the pair produced 6 daughters, 8 sons, 14 granddaughters, and 18 grandsons. Jeez, yeah, they were crazy. Let's see. I'll say this a bit different though. Maybe except for Ted Bundy. Maybe except for him. Oh my gosh. I guess yeah, it was Scottish people that invented golf, wasn't it? Well, aside of Ted Bundy, I think the rest were just, you know, it's weird to say, but hold on, let me see. A lot of them were just just end of life per se, I think. I gotta burn my history now. Let's see. Well, never mind. They're all pretty crazy. And it's kind of crazy the amount of crazy people are out there. But, oop, I forgot. Forgot this guy. Gosh darn it. Can revive that a little bit. Put too much water. Might be too diluted. Yep. Man, how do you know all this stuff, huh? I know a lot of what is it? I believe women in the United States love watching like Law and Order and like criminal cases. I have no idea why. There's certainly a lot of crazy people. Yeah. I have no idea why. I guess they find it. Obviously, they find it fascinating, but I just don't understand what the fascination is. Don't get me wrong. I think it's I think it could be a good idea to watch it, just because then at least you can look out for that kind of stuff. But I find my fascination in like documentaries and like nature stuff. Oop, I need to paint that. Let me paint that red real quick. And gunmetal. Oh, jeez. It's a lot of paint that just came out. Yeah, I enjoy like watching the nature stuff, especially like kind of the crazy stuff with fungus. I don't know if you know about the game called uh, 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 The Last of Us, I believe it is. Talks about a particular fungi that is able to control insects. Kinda scary. Eventually, I'm sure that there will be one that would be capable of controlling humans. I'm sure. Cordyceps, yes. I've never played it because I think it was kind of locked to like a console. I only have PC now. Even though I still do own PlayStation 3 though. But I don't play consoles anymore. I'm done with consoles. PC master race, as they say. Oh jeez. There's more blue-headed paint. What am I doing? The paint like this. But yeah, nature is scary and interesting. But also, what was it? I believe there are some people said that there might be like a super organism of fungus under the nah, I don't do that. But like a super fungus, I believe, that could be under the earth. What the? What's gonna use this for? Oh yeah, here. What? And like watching like was it like ant wars where they had like different kinds of ants fighting each other, kind of crazy, like super fungus will not triumph. You hear about him? What happened over the weekend with that guy? Ooh, actually I could paint that. It's a bit bright. Man, they need to let that guy retire. He's just way too old now. Dude needs to freaking enjoy his golden years, you know. I feel like he's just kind of like a puppet now, you know. If you see the way he talked before the presidency, and then after or currently. I think that's it. Oops. Oh wait, jeez. Man, that's kind of wrong, you know. To be talking about someone being assassinated, Jesus, that's kind of crazy. You think we'd be past those times? You never expect to, like, ironically, I was watching again. Like I said, I watch people who was it watched the American Civil War. And the watching what do you call it? Abe Lincoln and his assassination, and it makes me think. I'm wondering if, like you know, you never think this. I mean, like I said, I was watching a whole bunch of reaction to the American Civil War, and it's kind of crazy that, you know, haven't had an assassination attempt in a long time. Then all of a sudden, you know, boom, Jesus Christ. I don't know. I am kind of curious as to whether that person is actually a legitimate Republican. I don't think so, honestly. I have a feeling he's registered as that just so, you know, he can get close. Because, you know, whether you're how do I say this? You can register as Republican or Democrat. It doesn't matter really. But because you can register as a Republican and vote Democrat, and you can register as a Democrat and vote Republican. So, you know what it says on your, because I remember whenever I had to, at 18, I had to go sign up for selective service, and they ask you, like, you know, are you a Republican or Democrat? You know, it's something that's optional. You don't really have to put it on there. And I just say I'm independent, just because I don't vote one way or the other. You know, you don't vote you don't vote for parties. You vote for policies, and you find out whichever side has the best policies in your opinion, and that's where you vote. At least I believe what people should be voting for. They shouldn't vote Democrat because they're Democrat, and they shouldn't vote Republican because they're Republican. That's just stupid. But in America, man, it's just kind of becoming a two-party system, and they vote because of whatever affiliate they are with. It's a terrible way to vote. No, I get it. I get it. Usually you have to wait a little bit for it, man. Come on. But then again, you know, that's the beauty of what they say is free speech. I will say at least, you know, it's great to joke about it when the person didn't, you know, obviously it didn't happen to them. So it's kind of like I guess you're making fun of your friends. You know, like he had a life and death experience, but he survived, so you can now make fun of that immediately. Oop. I've been I don't think so. The thing is that I don't know. Like, there's not really much you can really do with gun control. It's more along the lines of the Secret Service is what they're going to be looking into. Oh, oh my gosh! I streamed for 2 hours. I gotta get going because I actually have to, I think, make some orders real quick before I go to bed. So, I think all thing I have to do with these guys are varnish for tomorrow. I think these guys also except for him. I think I just had to do with their mask. Actually, yes. I think that person's good to go. These people need their mask painted. And mask painted as well. So varnish, varnish, varnish. Still trying to figure this guy's out. I think the rest will be black and gunmetal. And the only reason why I say I don't think so is because, I mean, if people are really worried about deaths and stuff, if you look in America, the number one death is through cardiovascular, so fast food, bad eating habits. Then the next death is car accidents. It's number 2 on our list. So if people are really worried about deaths, people killing people or people dying, that should be number 1 and number 2 on the discussion list. But I think a lot of people pick and choose what they want to control and not really worry about what's causing most deaths. It's really, in my opinion, kind of a bit strange. And again, if you look at kind of, I believe I heard it's just Tau. Yes, Tau, Space Marine, and O12 from Infinity. Oop, it is a bit dark. It's still a bit dark, but oops, you can kind of see the guy. Yeah, there's a green glow in his eyes. I guess the picture's a bit darker. Let me brighten it up real quick. It's not a sculpt. It's a model that I bought in my manufacturer. So yeah, I guess it is. You could say it is a sculpt, but not me who sculpted it. So yeah, it looks really, really nice. And yes, Tau. Yes, absolutely. That's the reason why I bought it too. Need to finish this guy. I don't know that music, by the way. I'm glad I don't, because I don't want no music stuck in my head. So yeah, this is my Tau color. And kind of my Space Marine color. Yes, Coalstar looks really, really cool. And my Space Marine. It's not my best one that shows, but not too bad though. But you came at a kind of a really late time. I don't normally stream this late. I try to stream around 4 to 4:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and stream for about an hour. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to use that 1 hour to paint my models. Oh, yeah. Hold on. So you can... The color looks a bit weird. But I do enjoy it. Alright. So yeah, I kind of have to get going because it's really, really late. I need to go to sleep, I need to get up early, and I got a lot of things. No, not really. I mean, I did everything I needed to do, honestly. The thing is, I can't really do much else because I gotta varnish, and I gotta wait for the paint to dry. I struggle to try to find some people from playing games. But I did play recently with my Space Marines, and I want to start getting back into it. I'm trying to finish the painting, and then finding people that are willing to allow me to record. It's just kind of hard because a lot of people kind of quit 10th edition in my area, and they picked up Infinity. And but people are coming back to 40K, so I might be able to find some games and be able to play and start recording again. Hopefully I can do a better job at the recording and the discussion part of it. But yeah, and I'm hoping to have some Infinity games too. I don't know if you heard of this game or ever played it or anything like that. Again, these are not official Infinity models. They're just models that I found online that can best represent it. I am in the eastern coast of the U.S. I'll say that. Uh, but yeah. So, anyways, I do have the pause right here. I've been meaning to get off for a little bit now, and I do, like I said, I do want to get the battle reports coming back up. I had a pretty good, I had a pretty good battle last time with my Ultramarines, Gladius Task Force. Yeah, that's what I was asking. Oh yeah. So, PA, Pennsylvania. I think it's same time zone, Eastern time zone. So about 4 a.m. your time, 4 to 4:30 a.m. and for about an hour. Because, like I said, I'm terrible about getting my models painted, and I need to get them painted. And this is what I'm forcing myself to do. Yeah, and hopefully with my Tau, I want to get them repainted. Yes, an hour a day, and I have been moving pretty good too. I've actually had quite a few models that I already done with, and now I ship them off. Yeah, it is. The reason why it's like that is because as soon as I get off work, I get off at work about 1 a.m. and I get home about 1:30 a.m. and then I have a few things I have to do. Then after that, I have an hour to stream before I go to sleep. But I've been streaming for 2 hours, and I need to go to sleep. But yeah, I mean, this is kind of, I guess you could say, kind of a way to maybe get the channel going again, and also kind of just talking to people about painting and hobbies and all of that. So, yeah, and the thing is, I'm going to be hitting up people up in Europe, unless someone's like a freaking early bird in the United States, you know. But yeah, it just so happens to be my job. Just ends at midnight or in 1 a.m. depending on what's going on. As a matter of fact, I had a 14-hour shift the other day, so it was a very, very long. So it's kind of hard for me to stream in the middle of the day. My best time is obviously in the morning. But yes, I want to get games going again. I want to play 40K again. I want to also get some. That is the night shift, indeed. Do you know about Infinity? I'm wondering. Before I get off, I'm kind of curious if you know about it. Is it Infinite or Infinity? Infinity. The game. Alright, Infinity. It's called Infinity the game. It's a very interesting one. It's kind of, it's interesting, I'll say that. Very interesting. But anyways, yes, I want to get recording again for both Infinity and 40K. Underworlds, if people are willing to play. MCP, which is Marvel Crisis Protocol, if people are willing to play. I would say Infinity and 40K are a bit easier to record, so I want to try that. But I got to pause right here. I got to go to sleep. It's already like 7 in the morning. I should have been in bed an hour ago. But that's what happens when you talk a lot and have a good conversation. So I'm going to pause it right here. If you like more content, please consider subscribing. Thumbs up, the sound down below. Thanks for watching.